Here we go, boys. Episode 99. One more to 100, which is about half of Tony's age. The big man's all fired up because the Tigers are yellow and black. They've just got over the old Tassie's flog, blue bag, fucking whatever you want to call them. The old Tigers are up and about, Tone.
Well, what can I say? Yeah, it's a very tight contest, very tight. Blues weren't disgraced. We're struggling. We're trying to get into the 8 and hold 8th position, get away from the bogan naughty 9th. It's tight. It's tight.
Tone, you're 2 games off top.
Ridiculous, isn't it? It's that tight.
The Blue Baggers, if they won tonight, could have went to equal first with the 3 top teams having the bye. Yeah. But, of course, the Blue Baggers, they slip under a bit of pressure, don't they, Tassie?
Ah, you idiot. You idiot slipped under a bit of pressure. Seriously. Hey, I nearly got a call up to come out of retirement and play. Yeah, I mean, if I'd only been another probably 4 inches taller, I probably could have played fucking centre half back on Rewalt today. Oh. Mind you, all right, all I do know is, yes, we lost. I'll cop it. I'll wear it. We're still in the 8. We're still above Richmond, all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
I don't mean this to offend Tone, because I'm surprised that Tone is actually a Richmond supporter, because a couple of things. He talks sense, he talks logic, and he talks with reason. And most Richmond supporters that I know can't fucking even talk. That's all I can say. They can't even fucking talk. Christ. When things come out of their mouth, seriously, I'm looking for toilet paper. Oh, that's what I'm doing. They're going blah, 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 and I'm going, where's the fucking toilet paper? Yeah. Just to help wipe the dribbles. But anyway, we lost tonight. Well done to the Tigers. Fuck the umpires. I'm not going to go down there, but it is what it is.
It's pretty interesting when you meet a Tig supporter. The only thing they can say is sort of yellow and black. That's about it. They can't even sing their own song. All they can do is chime in with the yellow and black, the Muppets.
Yeah, that's the song they learn on the Urella bus.
But that's what I mean. That's the only thing they can do is they just wait for it. You know, that's it. They can't sing another bloody syllable. But
look,
and to be fair, well done, mate. Be fair,
look, and Woodsy would be doing backflips as well, because Woodsy's a Tiger supporter as well.
The captain.
So yeah, the captain is. So, as I said, I don't mind Richmond winning. Yeah. I mean, I'm disappointed that we lost. I'm happy for my friends who follow Richmond, but don't fucking talk to me about it.
Yeah,
that's all.
Right. It's good for football to see the Blue Boys and Richmond and Collingwood and all the big teams up and about, especially Essendon. Isn't it great to see them just firing away? How good are they?
Oh, the Bombers. Oh, seriously. What was that flight that they're looking for? For years, the QH something that crashed or whatever?
Yeah, that's right. Back in the day, going up to Horsham. Yeah, I remember their favourite, the music they played before the game, old Johnny Diesel and the Injectors. Remember them, Tone?
Yes, Johnny Diesel.
I don't think they're ever going to get over this injection saga. It's sort of starting to annoy me a little bit. But anyway, let's get into the racing, mate, because it doesn't matter. We've lost the captain, episode 99. Next week's going to be massive. Please like and subscribe to the video because it really makes us feel joy. And living in Japan at the moment, Tone, we're under the pump. So it's a bit hard to feel joy at the moment, isn't it, big boy?
Certainly is, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
What's happening in Japan at this time of year?
Oh, it's just, it's starting, it's summer, so the humidity started. You're flat out busy.
Busy.
Even at home, you're busy. Like, if you're just sitting down, your mind, Taz, in a second language culture, it just never stops. Not like you Aussies get home after a day at work and you're like a zombie. You're just sort of sitting there like, Not Tone and Peas, mate. It's just going.
Geez, you looked like a Richmond supporter there for a minute, Pizza.
I just want to say one thing, Razor. I'm sorry the Blues lost. The only sort of bloke that I respect in this world. And
that's not what you said off. No, that's bullshit. Because offline you said, fuck it, all you blue flogs, all of you deserved it, didn't you? And I said, what, even your love child, I said, even the man that you love more than me, Razor, and you said, I would never say it to him. I would never say it to him. Fuck him.
Never say it to him, ever.
But you did. But deep down, you don't give a shit. You're fucking stoked. Yeah. Your sister club, the club that tried to take over you.
Yeah, that's right. You tried to buy us in the mid-'80s. Old John Elliott tried to buy us. And probably at the moment, I sort of wish he did. I reckon it'd be good to see the Mackay boys playing at the moment.
I can't believe that you guys knocked back fucking $3.50. Seriously, you're only probably worth $2 back then.
I can't believe you drafted an ex-North player that went in the top first round at 15, Sammy Durden, who's been killing it in the SANFL, but tonight it looks like he's done a knee.
Yeah, another one, the curse, the back end curse. Don't come to Carlton and play.
Why can't Liam Jones come back? What's the matter with him now?
No, the AFL don't allow it.
That's bullshit.
Because they still want you vaccinated here.
Well, in WA now, the Lukey Mullen, our mate on the Flamingo, was saying the other day on Facebook, Book of Face, the mines have just opened up again. They've gotten rid of all the mandates about vaccination. So I can't understand why Liam Jones can't get a game. Like, seriously. Anyway.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Anyway,
let's talk about my winners, because I had plenty, didn't I?
Let's get into it. Right, put a line through. We've got the rainbow up. Pez has got the Golden Gate Bridge because Harvey Milk's out to recruit you, because we've got a very special guest, Tone, on today's show. Someone that's been around since probably episode 1. Someone that's hung a lot of shit on. Someone that people might think that he might be going down to Sydney at the end of February to have a little bit of a dance. But anyway, episode 98 was an absolute wipeout. Shocker. Midnight in Tokyo time with 200 to go. It looked the winner. And it didn't.
Jockey error. Horse error. Shocking. Rigged. Terrible. Pulled up. Shocking. Nah, never back it again. Absolutely filthy.
That's the first time that Tone said horse error.
Yes.
The horse got the stitch. The jockey had no idea, and it was just all, just turned into a souffle that just wouldn't rise in the oven.
Oh, I like that.
A metaphor. Wow.
There we go.
Souffle that wouldn't rise in the oven.
There you go. But it was a strange race, Taz. I'm sure you saw it. With about 150, 200 to go, you're sort of leaning towards the post thinking there might be a chance.
Yep. It was. And then if you, I reckon, looked at it probably 100 metres after that, it was no chance.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know. Mate.
I don't think it was jockey error. Maybe he went a bit early, like in 2020 hindsight. But, Tone, the first race, the leader led from pillar to post. So I thought Midnight in Tokyo, hitting the lead with 300 to go, I thought we might be a chance. But Randwick played a bit fair.
There we go. Yep, that's it.
Pezza was scratched again, of course. He always picks a scratching. Alkaline, Tassie always puts pressure on me to find a new one. Alkaline was no Duracell battery, mate. Over in WA, I think I'm leaving WA. I've had enough. And it was.
I don't know why you keep going back there.
It was a horrible ride from the hyphenator. It was just a shocker. The last couple of times I've tipped the hyphenator, he's rode it like fucking me. And I've been on a horse probably 6 times in my lifetime, and I've fallen off 6 times.
But you keep getting back up and trying to get back on, don't you?
The Greek Freak, yeah, a little bit like the North Melbourne Football Club trying to handle Jason Horn-Francis. Tumbler Ridge.
What about? No. I did not tip Rangers. No.
Siege.
Did I tip Siege? No. Hang on. No. I didn't tip that one. So what you're telling me is I got it wrong. I had a couple of winners, yet like an idiot, I couldn't tip the right one because I am an idiot. Tumbler Ridge absolutely went like a busted arsehole.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. Now, you can say jockey error.
When Siege won, I had a quick little cry.
How good a win was it too?
It was a really good win, yeah. And I was like, Taz, wow.
Yeah, I know.
1 out of 4 legs in the quaddie. We were horrible. Woodsy, we've lost the captain, a.k.a. the Love Boat. It sort of reminds me of the quaddie last week was one of those movies on YouTube, Tone, like Titanic in 5 seconds. Like it's sort of like, this ship will never sink. Iceberg. Bloop. That's what the quaddie was last week. We were sunk at the first leg.
Terrible.
And we're going to miss the captain because I really do rate him. I love having his Mowbray shots on in the background when he's giving us our little tips, and it's just sad.
Yeah, it was. I think the captain was disappointed too. I mean, he was. I reckon he was edging, trying to get to episode 100. Yeah. I reckon if he was in, I honestly think if he was in this week, he probably would have had 9 in the field, 9 selections, because everyone wants to be on episode 100.
That's
but
right.
He was stiff because he did have second, but he was stiff.
Episode 100 next week. We should have some special guests on the show that's sort of been with us the whole journey. But it'd be great to get a couple of videos sent through from the familiar. So if you want to give us a bit of a razz or a bit of a congratulations, it'd be great if you could send them through on the old Book of Face and Messenger. And, I'm sure Tone would love to hear a little bit of feedback.
I'm still looking for Ty. I want to see his cardboard box where he's living these days. Where he's got it.
Ty Orchard. Oh, no, the same game, NFL Wolsey. Don't mention the war.
Loves a sports bet, old Ty.
All right, let's get into it, Tassie. Are you ready now?
I'm ready.
Have you moved away from Queensland? That's all I want to say.
Actually, I have. I've gone to Rose Hill.
Right.
And look, for those people, that know me, for those people that know me well, and many of you have probably thought, you were born a king, Tassie. You were born a king.
Yeah.
And today, to this weekend, I'm going with Born a King. I like that Hugh Bowman takes the ride. Look, this horse is originally from New South Wales. It's been racing in Melbourne. It now gets up to 2,000 metres, and its form over 2,000 is actually really, really impressive.
Yeah,
it's had 5 out of 7 in the money over 2,000. And even on a good track. And I think that's what Waller was chasing when he was bringing it down to Melbourne, and that's why he's gone back to Sydney, because it's a good form. Yeah. But it's had 7 out of 10 podium finishes on a good track, 2,000 metres, ready to go. I think it drops back in class a little bit. The bottom line is drawn well, good track.
Hugh can do anything from barrier 2. Hugh can do anything he wants.
Yeah, well, if he wants to go, he doesn't need to go forward because it normally settles sort of midfield, but he doesn't need to go too far back. But I think it's a really good chance, and I think that Waller has placed it to win. Benchmark 78. Go. Born a King. I'll put my crown back on.
Silks have been very, very good recently too. I'm going to be a star. Silks, the old purple Silks, the old Kubrick. They're going all right too, the old purple and white stars for Waller. He's sort of getting a winner every week with them. I think he's had 3 weeks in a row winners on a Saturday in Brisbane with the same owners, the same group of owners, they own same silk. So,
well, I was actually interested, Pezza, because what I did notice is that Bowman hasn't ridden this before for Waller either. And Bowman doesn't mind a Waller horse. So it was an interesting thing. But as I said, I like it. I think it's at a good price, right distance. Everything's going in its favour.
I tell you what, I heard a little whisper about a jockey up in Brisbane who is actually leading the premiership, and supposedly Mr. Waller rates him very highly and has put a little bit of pressure on the premiership leading jockey in Brisbane to come down to the bigger riches.
Do you think he will?
I think Jimmy Orman will. I think he will. I think he'll chase. I think he'll go down and be number 2 to J-Mac. Because, I don't know the relationship between Hugh and Waller, but I know since Winks it's probably soured a wee bit. But I think, Jimmy rode phenomenally well for Waller up north. So
he is a money rider, isn't he?
Yeah. So a little bit of inside cost there, Tone, for you.
Interesting. Starting to get a bit crowded down there with professional scumbags, so it'll be interesting to throw another one into the mix.
Well, right. Tone, Pikey might be going back west, though, because with the vaccination rules changing, he can go back as well. Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
That might be a good idea to get rid of him out of there for a start. Because he's pulled enough up in Sydney, he might as well go back way out west. So get rid of that one.
The Quaddy boys... seriously, Tone, you must have a metaphor for this. The Quaddy, what do you say, mate, when you fall into a barrel of tits and you come up sucking your thumb? Or you got a few, haven't you? I should have given you a bit
think
of
any, mate.
I've got one for you.
Raining $10 notes will catch a summons. That's how
there we go. It's raining $10 notes. I'll catch a summons.
I reckon North Melbourne's got a chance of winning, a bigger chance of winning this week than what we have of getting the Quaddy.
Oh, holy shit. Well, we have got the bye.
There you go. So we're a chance.
I channeled a little bit of angels for you, Tone. A little bit of angels. You know, the angels would have come down to Tassie. I reckon you would have been front and centre in your acid wash and your denim jacket. Got your bloody hairy chest hanging out. Are we ever going to win a quaddie again? No way. Get fucked. Fuck off. I'm pretty sure you were up the front with the F. A little bit like yellow and black for all you Tiger plebs. But anyway.
Pistols. North, they can't even spell the fucking word. So,
well,
you know, like.
I can't.
Absolute degenerates.
NORF. North.
Huh? Yeah, there we go. That's what I mean. Never went to school.
Kanga. Roo.
When they relocate to Tasmania, how are they going to be called North when they're going south?
Well, that's a very Australian problem. Do you know why they called Greenland, the Vikings called Greenland?
Yes, because it's full of ice.
Because there were no trees. So I'm pretty sure we can still be called North Tasmania, even though we're not from anywhere north. But
with the Vikings, you've opened up now.
What's that?
Iceland, they called Iceland Iceland because what they wanted, the Vikings, they wanted people to stay away.
Right.
Because Iceland is actually very, very green.
Right.
So you can look that up in your Funk and Wagnalls as well.
Well, I'm sure Tone's on Google right now.
Well,
not that interested in that. No.
Now, the big news is, Tone, who's the next?
Oh, it's like Gingerbeard. You know, Gingerbeard, isn't it?
Who can't forget the great man Lukey Mullen on riding a flamingo, sucking down a stub.
There he is. What a
and
legend.
Then of course, next we had the great man himself.
Louis the Fly, Morteen. There he is.
We had Ando, the great Ando. And then, of course, we can't forget the captain.
The captain.
Captain Woodsy. So we've gone back old school. I got a bit of pressure from him. He said, why don't you ask me? He was sort of crying, trying to commit suicide. And I said, okay, here he is. Look at that fresh-faced young man there, Barney, next to Pezza. That's me, the good-looking one on the left. I'm not sure if that's a mirrored effect, but I'm the good-looking one, and then Barney's a little fresh-faced, pimply little punk. And then now have a look at him. He's like an ogre. He's just eating the leprechaun there. Don't see the little leprechaun?
Oh, yes.
She's no more. He ate her.
She's gone. She's 5 foot. She's 5'8", isn't she? She is 5'8", isn't he?
What do you think about the beard, Tone?
The beard.
Jeez, he's looking good.
I could say lots of things, but Barney, I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to say anything.
All right. So we better introduce Barney. Barney's a mate of ours, a mate of mine since I was 3 to 4 years old. We've been together. We've been through everything. And he's an absolute scumbag.
No, he's not. He's not. You know he's not. Okay.
He's a good
He's a legend.
He's got many names, Peter Von Darkus, Poison, Rules McGovern, but he does love a punt like we all do, and he does follow us in, the poor bastard. And I remember, Tony, he did follow us in for Positive Peace and Miami Bound, and he won a pair of Jordans. Okay, the quaddie, we're back to headquarters, boys. How good does it feel to get back to Melbourne, Tone?
Yeah, I don't know yet. Well, just have to see. You know, it's,
basically, yeah, right. Sorry, mate. Yep, keep going. Right.
Just we're back amongst the Sharks. That's all I can say. Pentridge Prison. There we go.
The big miss I've left out. I've got Pez has got the right away. I'm opening the bat 1, 3, 4, and 10. I love a Lindsay Smith horse, as you know. If I had money, I would definitely buy a horse with Lindsay because there's something in those dunes. I'm backing horses that are sort of first up today in the toppy. And, of course, number 4, Tabby Dance. I love a Mick Price, Mickey Kent Jr. horse at the moment. Paddy Maloney's on fire. And I've left out Zoist because I love the sound of Zoist. Sounds like a People or a Picture magazine, Tone. Remember those when they used to have the words like for certain things?
Right.
Zoist sounds like one of them. But Turn on the Charm, Ma Eustace, Daniel Moore in the saddle. I don't like the Australian Syndicate Silks, the Bloodstock Silks. But anyway, I've left out Zoist, which might have been to my own detriment.
That's not the only one you've left out, you know that.
No, probably. Which non-winner are you going to tell me to back?
Well, I looked long, I looked hard, and I actually know one of the owners of this horse.
Oh, Air Defence.
Air Defence.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they weren't sure, but because whether they were going to back it up because it only just ran last week. Now it's only been beaten just over a length last start. It's going to take some poison. It's going to go out the back. They've got good old Tio on it this time.
Yep.
I'm saying.
Can I give you something though?
Yeah, give me.
If it was at Caulfield, it would have been in the numbers. At Flemington, just can't have it.
Yeah, which is fair enough. And on like for the untrained punter, the uneducated eye, let's say, you wouldn't. But if you go back and have a look at some of its most recent runs, you can find excuses for it. Yeah. I'm not saying back it. All I know is that if it does finish as the winner, I'm away with the first leg of the quaddie. But if it runs a drum, seriously, $7.50, it's better than a winner in some cases. Well, but anyway, all I'm saying is that they're backing it up. They were thinking about going to
I've been more keen on Edison, third up. Billy Egan jumps on, hasn't ridden the horse before. Nicky Ryan, ex-jock. I'd probably prefer to back Edison third up than Air Defence at fucking 22 up.
Oh, look, and again, as the uneducated eye, go back and have a look, at some of the videos and then come back to me, all right? All right. That's all.
See, I think Tabernant's going to Sydney, and coming back now on the right leg. First up's usually its best run. So, I don't know. I just had a couple first up that were a bit more in front of it. And there's a heap of non-winners in this race. Bam's on fire, Biometric, We Take Man. Yeah. Like, it's a horrible race. But anyway, Tone, you've got 2, 3, 5, 6, big boy. Bigolino. Sounds a good one.
Bigolino, 11 skins, Billy Egan, Patrick Payne combinations, bit of a chance.
Absolutely.
Natural Mystic, you got Maloney, Patrick
Maloney's riding Tabernants for Mick Bryce and Kent Jr. And then
he's a chance. Secret Glamour, Jai McNeil. I like Jai McNeil. He's honest as the day is long, and he won't pull them up like Bowen and Turdy Tommy up there in Sydney and those thieves. And then you've got the favourite. Well, you've got to throw the favourite in.
I think the favourite wins. To be honest, it's my black hooker.
Yeah, really.
Oceana Blue. Yeah, Oceana Blue.
Really?
I know that. Look, Navy Seal's gone. I can tell you now. It's scratched. It's heading to Sydney.
Yeah.
So that's a shoe-in. And as far as I was concerned, it was only a 2-horse race, 6 and 7.
Yeah.
I do like I do like the other options Tone's put in, but the fact that he's put the 6 in, gee whiz.
There's a couple of scratchings actually because I took these screenshots of the fields last night. So there's been a couple of scratchings. So here's the great man. Here we go. There's his Jordans in the background as well. So.
G'day, boys. Funny Kings.
I think I've got to turn him up, though.
Turn him up. How come? Is he going with the Stevie Wonder look with those glasses or what? What's going on there? I mean, Jason, why are you wearing those glasses? Why don't we want to see your lovely blue eyes that complement your red hair?
Young Christians reached out to me.
Hang on, Taz. I've got the volume up. Hang on. I've got to share it again. I'm struggling a bit here. It's a bit like the...
Will he be on live next week, you reckon?
Yes.
Well, we can ask him about his glasses then.
Funny Kings. Christians reached out to me and said he just need a bit of help with the quaddie.
Barney's lying again, saying I reached out.
That's why he's got the glasses on, so he can't see his poker face.
Shoes, hopefully. Now, I tried a few numbers together. I was pretty drunk and hungover when he called last night, so hopefully the numbers work out all right. It's giving me race 8 at Flemington. Starting off with the 5, Sir Davy. It's one of the last 4 starts, so it's got to be a chance, wouldn't it? So I'll throw that in. The next was the 7, Visionary. Another last start winner. It's a $2.80 favourite. So can't discount that one. Next one, number 9, I've thrown in, Jaguar, seconder. Let's go on Spell, win-win, Spell, win. Maybe another win. It's also the market mover, so chuck that one in. And the 4th one I've thrown is the 10, Sibak. It's another last start winner. One over the same distance as well. So it was a pretty tough race to pick from, but there's 4 that I've thrown in for the quaddie. Hopefully it works out, boys. He's also asked for a tip. So through my Drunken Haze last night, I found race 9, number 11, Zach DeBoss. My old man loves a Z horse. And my granddad's dog was called Zach. So it could be a name and bet. It won on this track last start and it was carrying 59.5 kilos in. It's dropped at 54 kilos, so that should help out. And it's also the market mover. So fingers crossed we have another winner there.
Oh, Barney's on fire.
Well done, Jace. So what Jace is basically saying is don't worry about Taz's selection in the quaddie. Just take my tip, Zach the Boss. Well, Jason, let me tell you, sunshine, all right? I'm due to get the quaddie this weekend, so don't you come in starting to tip horses in my race, all right? Especially ones that start with Z. Zach. Seriously,
Barney,
did you watch the way Zach Fisher played tonight? It wasn't great.
Barney,
So
Tone, as you probably know, Barney was like social networking or social media before there was any. We used to call him Telecom because if you wanted to know what Tony was doing, you'd ring Barney. He was the Facebook of the 1980s, early 90s, and he still is the great man. Zach the Boss, I like it. I liked his granddad. He was a good bloke, unlike Chase. And he had a dog called Zach, so why not? Zach the Boss in the last. Barney's got 5, 7, 8, and 9. Now Sibak, very interesting horse. Nathan Bennett horse, Tone. You know it's what he won the Cup last start. And it's staying in Sydney. So it was double nommed. So Sibak, there we go. The Bennett Racing team. Let's go, boys. So he's got 5, 7, 8, 9. I think he's got the winner. He's got Vicinari at a couple of skins. He's Tavolo, he's thrown in because the 10's out now. And then he can't say the Billy Egan, Paddy Payne horse, D'Aguilar. But I reckon he's half a chance to stick on, Jace.
Look, I think if he hasn't got the winner, he's definitely got 4 last start winners in.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting to see that he's gone the top 4 in the market, the dodgy prick. So good luck, Barney.
No, he's done well.
I hope
he's done well.
Alive.
He's done well. He's done well, even though he's thrown out a tip
now,
in my league.
Taz, in my results, you've been the wanker 4 times and you've only had 1 week at it each time. This is the week that you're going to change things around with Zach the Boss.
Mate, when I'm the wanker, I only like to wank 1 week at a time.
That's right.
Anyway, here we go. I'm getting on in age now. Look, I've gone 4 as well, and I've taken express bus. I think the way that I know you were talking about N Ryan, Billy Egan, a couple of races before, but I think this is where Billy Egan rides super, and N Ryan's a nice up and coming trainer. It's probably favourite. It's had a freshen up. It's just got to go in as far as I'm concerned, especially it is going to be a back marker.
We've tipped Billy Egan 3 out of the 4 legs, so hopefully he has a good day.
Well, he can. They'll be on a speed on. It'll get out the back, but I think the race could be run to suit a back marker. Pioneer River, I've thrown that in as well with good old Mar Eustace. Look, it doesn't have proven first up form, even though it does tend to come to hand quite quickly. I do like that it's drawn nicely. It's 1,100 metres and it's a winnable race in my opinion first up. So I've thrown it in. Zorro's Dream, that's my Z horse for the race with good old Will Price for Mitch. Now, this thing has raced on a soft track and been in the money 8 of 9 times. So I know that it might be looking for maybe a little bit longer, but I think it's a really huge chance. And yes, I did throw Zach the Boss in.
Wow.
Okay, outside barrier shouldn't be a problem. It should be able just to get out and pretty much position itself, whether it wants to lead or whether it wants to be, 1 out, stalking the leaders. Look, Zach the Boss, you've got to put in. It's drawn to be there, and it'll probably get the job done. And then Barney will probably come on next week and tell us how much of a superstar he was and how he tipped my leg, not only his. And if he does, Barney, I look forward to bowing. If you can tip your leg and Zach the Boss gets up in this leg, I salute you, my friend.
Barney was born to be a king. So, interesting you left out the Adelaide horse in Free of Debt, which was huge 2 starts ago, and last week it was absolute pus. So, yeah. Chrissy Began, Jakey Turek's coming over, Tone, one of your favourite jocks. He likes to hit him.
Yes, at least he tries to get him over the line, not like, Tommy Berry pulls him up. You can't win in a 4-horse race.
Right. And,
so he has a crack and, yeah.
Interesting this week. I like this week, the quaddy Tone. We've gone 4x4x4x4, 25 skins for 10%, 12, $13 for 5. I reckon we're a chance.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. We're back down at HQ.
Back down at HQ.
Could be the medicine.
Nothing better.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing better. Now, Tone, the analytics used to tell us everybody came to the titanium tip and everyone left after they got it. Now, of course, everybody's with the fist up, with the great man himself and Taz.
Yeah, the fist up.
We need the analytics to change back to the titanium tip, Big Blue. I'm pretty sure titanium powers run around in Sydney. Obviously, you tipped it.
Is he on JB Carr? That's my question.
I just hope he hasn't tipped the horse that runs around in a country cup every week and doesn't.
I've tipped a special.
Hang on, I want to see who his jockey is. That's what I want to see. I want to see.
Did you hear what I said? I hope he hasn't tipped the country cups horse that never wins.
Mate, seriously, it'd be like going fishing.
There we go. This is a certainty. It's in my numbers. It's in my numbers. See, this is it. This is absolute. It's in the numbers.
It's in my numbers.
I love it. So what you're saying, Tone, when you say it's in your numbers, you've gone for a horse when they have form of 9, 3, 8, 3, 2, 4. That equates winner. They're your numbers, aren't they?
That equates. It's one of my system horses, Taz. One of my system horses. That's why it's in this week. I'm not going for young blood. I'm sick of all these top jockeys, these Tommy Tankers, who are pulling my horses up every week, and they're supposed to be good horses, and they're running like busted asses. I mean, even Wine Stealer could beat Hart. He could run around. Probably win a race.
The only thing I like about this tip, Tone, is I love Colleen Heffel. I think she goes really well, and I love the movie Finding Nemo. That's about it. But I reckon you'll win.
2-4 system.
I reckon he wins this week because we all think it's pus. So I reckon Karma says we think it's pus. Taz thinks it's pus. It wins.
No, I never thought it's pus.
Really?
I just thought it's no. There's no way. How can you have a horse? How could you call a horse that has form of 9, 3, 8, 3, 2, 4 as pus? I mean, it's got its foot on the till. Seriously.
Absolutely. I mean, it's hang on.
It
all
wins.
The people out there,
it wins.
0-19. Bug boy got the job done. Yeah. It went on to the fucking sand, big boy.
Okay. All right, let's give up because we've got 2 minutes to go. Pez has found one in Belmont. I'm going back to the till.
Of course you go back.
Thank you.
A drunken sailor. You always go back for another run.
And Chrissy Parnham's on for Granny Williams. It should be unbeaten, this horse. Last start, it went for more runs than Cliffy Young, Tone, and still didn't extend and got beaten half a length. So if any luck from barrier 12, if Chris can just give it a little bit of room down the straight, we win at 5 skins. The only reason why we're getting the prize, Tone, is because it lost last start. It was very unlucky. It was a little bit like you, mate, going to the stand-up with your mates on a Saturday afternoon, just all out of luck. And I love Granny Williams, Chrissy Parnham. Get in the queue. We win. 5 skins. Easy money.
Pezza,
yes.
Have you got another one in case it gets scratched?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sick of the scratchings, but 225 skins if the 3 of them line up. And, of course, Zach the Boss, we times that by 7. So around 1,500 if you want to throw in a Yankee. With Jace, you'll get back about 2,300. Beautiful. All right, boys, we got 1 minute to go. What do you want to say before we go?
This is the week we get the quaddie back to HQ.
Yep.
You know.
And I reckon don't doubt Dory wins. Seriously. I reckon I dreamt about it last night. I reckon it wins.
I didn't, but you know what I dreamt of? I dreamt of Nature Strip and Tony actually backing it because it was value. That's what I dreamt of. Tony, how did you feel when Nature Strip won it over $3?
Oh.
I'm not a favourite backer, mate. I don't.
Oh, you tipped it at $1.65.
Value. I don't back favourites.
Yeah.